Hello to my Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, we're a couple of days away from closing out this cycle with this Sturgeon moon. We had a full Sturgeon moon in this cycle. So I'm trying to keep everybody's vibrations high as I possibly can in this. All right, Aquarius. I want to start you all out with some questions here because the moon is in Leo, right? So please don't let these energies, opposing energies, raise your blood pressure. Okay, so fire energy, that's solar plexus chakra. So the basic need in solar plexus is significance, right? A lot of you all out here are inspiring a lot of people, right? When people leave your presence, they feel more powerful, they feel more confident, more charismatic, more strong-willed, more motivated, more of a leader. They have more mental clarity when they leave your presence, right? And it's setting some people off, right? And so a lot of you all have experienced some bullying energies, right? So get yourselves some topaz or citrine or tiger's eye. And in terms of essential oils, ginger, cardamom, or peppermint will help, right? Because the main focus for solar plexus is power and identity, right? And so when you have a feeling that some energies want to take some kind of action, all you can do is pray. That's going to be your action, is to pray, right? So, right? When you have opposing forces out here, when you're operating in a spirit of love and energies want to operate in a spirit of hate, the source is saying no, you rise above it. You've already made the connection of who is behind what. You operate in a spirit of love. All right? So when the moon is in Leo, this is where you send out radiant sunshine from within, from your heart. This is where you dress in bright colors, white and gold. This is where, for if you wear jewelry, it could be a little bolder than usual. This is where you're not afraid to, not in a clownish way, like on a, like a childish way, but more like deeply regal way, right? Okay, I had to make a little bit more room here, but let me read these questions off to you again. So the first question is, for those of you all who like questions, if you've been with me for quite some time, you know we had questions and readings, right? So the first question for this moon in Leo is, do you connect to your core, your center daily? Second question is, how do you express your creative side? The third question is your current wardrobe really expressing who you are? Because a lot of you all are feeling more positive, more confident. You all are out here handing out compliments to people. You're just in this just very light, high vibrating space. Great, great, great. Make sure other people are feeling the love. You all are very friendly sign. When you're known for your friendliness. Fourth question is, do you protect your energy and time by politely saying no to requests and invitations that are not aligned to your being? And then last but not least is, could you create more time and space for self-exploration and self-expression, right? Yeah. All right. So a moon in Leo teaches us to have a very powerful presence of one who knows his or her identity intimately and achieves more by doing less, right? So something about the way that you walk, what you have on, just makes a very bold statement, but in a regal way, not in a clownish way, in a very regal way, right? Makes a statement, right? So let's get into it. So continue to accentuate the positives in yourself and in others. A lot of you all are building your confidence. What's the current situation here? We have the King of Swords here. I love it. We're starting out with the King of Swords. A lot of you all are leaders, right? A lot of you all are leaders. And you move from a heart space and you're connecting with other leaders, right? Right, I'm talking to men and women, Aquarius. Yeah, you're connecting with other leaders. And so the King of Swords energy, represents intellectual prowess, clear thinking, and a focus on logic and truth, right? And so this communication is fairness, decisive action, depicted as a leader who, cuts through confusion. You're insightful and you're clear, but you're also moving from a heart space. And so people see that as significant. So you're not necessarily concerned with energies who see you as competition. Not in that way, right? You're making the connection. You got to remember when we're talking about moving through the chakras, right? Moving through chakras, right? And protecting your energy. And don't forget to recall your energy. With every exchange, don't forget to recall your energy. Don't forget to recall your energy. Any challenges? Yeah. So you're staying focused and staying away from any energies. We're talking about karmic couples. One who succumbed to passive and powerless behavior, and energies who are egotistical, materialistic, and forceful. So you're staying focused is number 8, not linking up with those types of energies, right? Staying as far away from those. And in terms of space, right? So first of all, having things like gemstones like topaz, citrine, tiger's eye, make sure they're charged up under that sunlight, cleansed and charged up under that sunlight, under that moonlight, is going to help you. Also, people are starting to realize that when people leave your presence, whether over the phone, via, interaction with you, people are feeling more powerful, more confident, more charismatic, strong-willed, motivated, more of a leader, having more mental clarity once they leave your presence, whoever you are, man or woman, Aquarius. People are starting to see how powerful of a leader you are. And so you're staying away from energies who see you as opposition, right? Because these types of energies feel like they have something on you. And even if they did have something on you from your past, these energies will quickly try to use that by posting stuff on social media. They're quick to do something like that, to try to use it against you, to stop you dead in your tracks. You should be like this, getting as far away from them as fast, as quickly as possible, because you're operating in a spirit of love. So you have to stay high vibrational, right? Accentuating the positives in yourself and in others, right? So you have to keep your vibrations high, right? So moving from a heart space, you're always making connections. And because the basic need for heart chakra is love and be loved, right? And some of the gemstones and crystals you can wear for that would be jade, emerald, rose quartz. Some of the essential oils would be like rosemary, thyme, eucalyptus for some of those. The positive qualities for heart chakra would be love, trust, healing, gratitude, compassion, connection, forgiveness. Those are the things, because Source is connecting you with very powerful leaders, right? So that's what I'm seeing for you all. When we're talking about like astral bodies here, the solar plexus chakra, 3 to 8 inches off of the body. This connects us with mental processes, ideas, and judgments. This layer is connected to both conscious and subconscious mind. It'll reveal any self-doubts and limiting beliefs. This is why anybody who who opposes your confidence, right? You're trying to stay away from them. They see your confidence as some level of arrogance. You're staying away from those energies. Those energies who are trying to find something wrong with you so they can post it on, modern day would be like posting on the internet, those kind of things. You're staying away from those types of energies. You're just keeping everything high vibrational, very positive. Because heart chakra, that's 1 foot off the body related to heart chakra. It represents your feelings of peace, love, connection to others. It'll reveal if you have grief or a hardened heart towards things. And so when I'm channeling energy here and I'm picking up on your energy and trying to help you all to keep your vibrations high, make sure you're learning how to recall your energy. And I put a lot of information out on my community page. Please, please, please. I have a lot of information out there. Please look at it. Yeah. So yeah, you're learning how to move on from some things. You're learning how to move on from some things. Whoever you are, you're learning how to stay focused on move on from some things. This is an ancestor. Somebody's ancestor is right there with you. You're moving on from, because that number 6 is a nurturing number. You're too high. Some of you, like I said, well, I can't say some of you, I'm picking up on your energy. You're very high vibrational. You're staying focused. You're staying focused. So again, as I channel your energy, I'm trying to help all of y'all get in the boat. For real. I'm trying to help y'all get in a boat and move on. So if I'm channeling your energy and you're still back there on a lower frequency and you're still connecting with people who are, you're part of the bullying or being bullied crew, and I'm saying, come on, let's get to make the connection here, detach from these energies, get yourself in this boat and come on to high and vibrate to a higher frequency. Come on, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So accentuate the positive in yourself and in others, right? So yeah, that's right, because your confidence is building, but you want your confidence to be built in positive ways. All right. All right, so yeah, that would be like the distant past. That's long ago. That's long ago. So what about the recent past? What about the recent past? What about the recent past, right? So somebody could be, here we have the, a portal is open. Here we have the Hermit card. Somebody is in Hermit mode, right? Hermit mode does not mean you're sitting on the top of a mountain somewhere, like cut off from everybody. Y'all know what Hermit mode is. So you're in receipt. You're in receiving mode. Excuse me. You're in receiving mode of some downloads. You're getting some downloads, right? There's some energies who are seeing that you are a very powerful leader. You have gone through some transformations, like these butterflies here. You've gone through some very powerful transformations, and other people are in receive. They are receiving some downloads as well. Like, okay, this person is receiving some messages that you've moved on and things are happening for you quick. You're focused, right? And people are starting to see some stuff moving and shaking for you, right? Yeah, so you're high vibrational. You're a person who is very high vibrational. People are seeing that you're in a very powerful position, whoever you are. And these are your strengths. You're a free person. You're free-spirited energy, despite what people may have said about you. You're a very free-spirited person here, right? But you're also dealing with some energies from your past who are ruthless, right? And wondering why, right? And I'm saying this because, you know, your Knight of Pentacles, I was just kind of wondering why. And I'm saying this because 8 and Knight energy here, because people are talking, right, will bring us to 7. So yeah, so Knight of Wands will connect us with, associated with energy, action, adventure. You know, you're a very enthusiastic person. You're very passionate about what you do. You're willing to take risks. You're a person who is bold. You pursue your goals. You actually embrace opportunities, which is a good thing. And somebody's incredibly smart. I mean, well, you all are an Aquarius, so you're incredibly smart. And things are happening for you quickly, right? Whoever you are. I don't know who you are. I'm just talking to a camera here. So whoever you are, things are happening for you quickly. So kudos, congratulations to you, whoever you are. You're sailing on. You're sailing through a storm. You're moving on to calmer waters is what I'm seeing here in the cards. And so if I can help you on my channel, I will. You know, I will help you as much as I can with the questions or however. You're sailing on to calmer waters. Yeah. So I'm kind of picking up here, the energy I'm kind of picking up for you all is that there could have been, there are going to always be people who are kind of doubtful, whoever the energies are. There going to always be some people that's like, you know, people kind of side-eyeing a little bit like, I'm not totally convinced. Those energies. But there's people who look at them like the same way too, whoever them is, right? I'm not totally convinced about them either. I got my eyes on you. The number 8, right? Right? So, yeah. So like this person is looking at a computer right here, looking at it, I'm not totally convinced. So yeah. So, but I'm seeing a lot of wish fulfillment for you. That's what I'm seeing here. So it's good for you to put a list together of what your wishes, what do you want your wishes to be? Like wishes for you, wishes for your loved ones. What do you want your wishes to be? Because you are accentuating the positives in yourself and in others. And whenever I see fire in the cards, this is like letting me know, well, first of all, I'm seeing a lot of air here, and I'm seeing, you know, air here because you're at the top of, you're a person that's very high vibrational, whoever you are. And when people are not convinced, it's almost like people are like, okay, they're coming in at like just meeting you between the ages of 15 through 21, 15 through 21. People who are just kind of like just coming in at a certain stage of your life, just kind of, they haven't seen you evolve, haven't given you a chance to evolve. They're not totally convinced. Not that you need to convince people, but you know, you've already moved on. There's still going to be somebody that's like, they kind of a wild card here. You know, I heard a couple of things. I'm not totally convinced, you know, but I'm seeing a lot of your wishes being fulfilled here. So that's a good thing. Let's see. Right. This is the near future here. Your near future. So your short-term goals, you know, how things might turn out for you. You know, a lot of your wishes are being fulfilled here. So put together your list, whatever your list is. Right. What are the influences? What are the influences? Right. What are your influences, Aquarius? Right. You've done your shadow work. This is your influence, right? And your confidence is building, but your confidence and the influences are the energies who have also gone through the same things. Remember, this is a human race. Remember, we are here on planet Earth. We're here on planet Earth. People have gone through the same things you've gone through. I'm telling you, and you linking up with people who have gone through the same exact things. People who were not convinced that they could go through a rebirth based on whatever, where they came from, what their last name was, skin color, religion, whatever, gender, whoever and whatever. But guess what? They were able to do the shadow work, right? And so see this cute little cat shadow here? Yeah. And guess what? You blossomed. You blossomed into this right here. So there's always going to be people waiting in the wings to pounce on something, right? See these 2 lion heads in the background? Always sitting there waiting to pounce on something. Oh, see, I knew it. 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 Right. But this is you sitting here, whoever you are, a man or woman, a person who is confident that you started to believe in your own dreams, whoever you are. You started to believe in your own dreams and you started saying, yeah, you can do it. You're confident that whatever you're confident in. Right. Let's see. What about the external and environmental influences on my Aquarius source? How other people and their energies impact your situation? Because you can always draw something from other people that you've been around, right? Yeah, from your past. There it is, people from your past. There are some people from your past who actually believe in you, right? Who actually believe in you, right? Who secretly believe in you. They're like, oh no, what? You know, they believe in you, right? They believe in you. They say, okay, you took a chance on your dreams. And they took a chance on theirs. So, and you have a North Node. You all roll 11th house. Talking to you wherever Aquarius is in your birth chart. What are your hopes and fears, right? So you're hoping This you right here, star, right? Star card. This is you right here, right? So you're drawing from your own well, and you're learning how to pour and to grow right here. Star card here. And you all know by now what the star card in tarot means. If you're learning, right? It symbolizes hope, faith, and renewal, right? Right. Yeah, because there's always going to be energies who play some role in doing something to hurt you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and cannot wait to expose you. You see how this person has this laptop open? Some way to expose you on social media. Some way to say, oh, this person's not a powerful leader, and they can't wait to press a button. They can't wait to press a button, send something out to the World Wide Web so that their wishes can be fulfilled. But it'll say more about who they are than it'll say about who you are. That stuff will eventually go away. But, you know, and so, but it also cuts them off from you, period. Right? Right? So, to try to leave you naked and vulnerable out here, right? And they can't hide behind their mask. So you already know who these energies are. So they can't wait to press a button, whoever they are, to try to expose you, because they feel like that's how their wishes will be fulfilled. But because you're high vibrational, it will only expose who they are because of the impact that you're already making on other energies. That's why, to help you all, Source is saying, accentuate the positives in yourself and in others. So when the moon is in Leo, remember the sun exposes the moon, right? And so something, because you're so high vibrational, that sun will expose who did something in secret. Immediately will expose who did something in secret. And remember, the sun is also a star as well. Will immediately expose it. So you don't have to operate in fear. When I say hopes and fears, like, you know, the hopes and fears, but you don't have to operate in fear when you operate in by faith. That's why you can continue accentuating the positives in others and in yourself, right? Yeah. Yeah, like I said, there are energies who can't wait to expose any kind of vulnerability they feel like you have. They cannot wait till other people can talk about, oh no, so-and-so was a part of a team. They were on a team that somebody did not authorize. Right? But the moment somebody presses a button to try to expose you, it exposes them. And the devil is sitting right there to expose them. Sitting right there to expose them. Right? Knight of Swords. As quickly as one thing happens, it's like a domino effect. Something else happens. Here's the Knight of Swords. So all you need to do is stay focused. Just stay focused. So continue accentuating the positives in yourself and in others. You don't have to operate in fear when you operate by faith. Yeah. So what I'm looking at here is that there are some energies who feel like they have some things on you, Aquarius, that they could expose you to keep you in line, to cause you to operate by fear, to keep you in line. Continue operating by faith. Continue operating in confidence, right? Because you are a very powerful leader, whoever you are, man or woman, doesn't really matter. Something happened, that's something that you did not authorize, whoever you are. It doesn't matter what your age is. I assume if you're watching this video, you're over 18 years old. And yeah. Somebody is an incubus spirit. Always bet on you. New love awaits for somebody. Okay. Your enemies playing backfired. Pray for them. So somebody's a succubus. Like I said, you have a couple out here that wants to expose you as not being a very powerful leader. And that is okay. That is okay. It's happened to a whole lot of people who are very powerful leaders, whoever you are, that people have tried to expose because they see you as competition, right? But there is I want to say the spirit, there's a spirit that's amongst them that's going to immediately, that has already, I can't even say going to, has already exposed them. So the spy is now turned on. Do the mirror work, right? Document your dreams day and night, and the curse is now broken. So should you double back for them, your ex wants to return, whoever the ex is. Time to ground yourself, but somebody secretly has a crush on you. I have no idea who that would be, but you are an answered prayer. Your gifts have increased. Somebody apologizes for hurting you. You got to remember that, and I put up a video about incubus and succubus spirits. When people are under other spirits, that could be a spirit of depression. It could be a spirit of sex demon, whether it's an incubus or succubus sex. That's a sex demon, right? Now I have a video on my second channel, the knowledge channel. That link will be below. That's what you're praying for, right? Because a person is under a different spirit, right? That's what you can forgive the person. The spirit, you're going straight to God. You're going straight to God when somebody's under a spirit, a different kind of a spirit, right? But you are an answered prayer to a whole lot of people, and you will start to hear people give you your flowers while you are alive. You don't have to wait until later. People will tell you, I appreciate you. You have no idea. So keep doing you. Keep doing you. Keep believing in your dreams. You were called to something. Keep accentuating the positives in yourself and in others. Keep accentuating the positives. The classes for the free tarot card lessons, these were not free readings, but it's free tarot card lessons. I have so enjoyed talking to you all. They were one-on-one on purpose, right? 7, I am brilliant. So you possess a very refined mind and a deep urge to uncover life's mysteries. Your ability to acquire vast knowledge on both informational and spiritual planes gives, trying to read this sideways, gives you a greater awareness than most. So number 7, something is already closed out, but I have so enjoyed talking to you all. And I intentionally did the classes one-on-one because I didn't want anybody to feel like they were behind in learning how to read cards. But just to give you kind of sort of like the structure to learning how to read cards. For those of you all who wanted to learn, there was never any pressure, but I so enjoyed talking to, each and every one of you all. We have fun. We actually have fun, learning how to read cards. You got a chance to read your own cards, ask questions. I extended it until yesterday was the last day. I reached out to a couple of people. If you're watching this on the 20th, the only reason I reached out to a couple of people on today was because they reached out on the 19th, and I was just returning those last couple of phone calls for people. But yeah, we had a good time. We had a good time with those lessons. Any final messages through these oracle cards, Source? Any final messages? Right? So spirit guides. You have spirit guides with you, helping you on your journey. You have spirit guides helping you on your journey. Continue praying for people who have been preyed upon, when their demons have been preyed upon. Continue praying for people. Because it can happen to anybody. I don't care who you are, we're in human form. It can literally happen to anybody. It can literally happen to anybody, right? So companionship. Giving someone your complete presence is an astonishing gift. But you have a memory like an elephant. So you know exactly who is behind what. So stand your ground. There's 7 again, 7 here and 7 here, right? Let's see what else we got going on here. What else we got? Let's see. Is there anything else? I think that is it. So again, yeah, you're making a lot of connections. And that is it. But yeah, toss on a pop of color when the moon is in Leo. You can learn a lot from your polarity signs in general, can learn a lot from each other. So when I hear polarity signs, like I don't get along with my polarity sign, I'm just like, ooh, yikes. What does that mean exactly? Yeah, you Aquarius and Leos can learn a lot from each other. High vibrational, right? Can learn a lot from each other. That is what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. I will see you all in your next video. But yeah, focus on closing out this cycle in love and continue to accentuate the positives in yourself and in others. Okay? Bye.